You know, Jackson has the perfect storm, unfortunately. We live in a relatively rural area, so there's lots and lots and lots of flowering and pollinating plants. Right now it happens to be the trees. We also live in an urban area, so you have a combination of the flowering plants, and you also have the combination of the urban pollution that occurs and can make allergies worse as well. Put those together, and unfortunately Jackson is in the wrong place at the right time. Well, the classic remedy for allergy is to avoid the allergen. And I think it's an important thing to understand that there's certain times in the day when pollen is worse than it is otherwise. One of the things we do, for example, is that a lot of people like to run in the morning before they go to work. That's when pollen at this time of the year is at its very highest over a 24-hour period of time. So something as simple as changing their running schedule from the morning before they go to work to late in the afternoon when it's cooled down after they come home from work can oftentimes be a strong thing to prevent the symptoms of allergy. Well, the good news is that allergies really are not incurable in the classic sense. First of all, the mainstay for medication that people need to consider is antihistamines. The problem is that the older antihistamines, the ones we all know and have used for many years, will tend to make you sleepy. And when they tend to make you sleepy, even if they don't make you sleepy, they'll slow you down so you don't move quite as fast. That's why it'll say on the box, do not drive or operate heavy machinery, because what it will affect is your reflexes. There are, up until now, prescription antihistamines that don't make you sleepy, but work as well as the old ones, but they were very expensive and they required a visit to the doctor. They're now all over the counter. And if an individual is not sure which one to get, that person can go and ask the pharmacist who can give them expert advice. That's important to understand, though, that it works more as a preventative than it does as a treatment. Once your nose is stopped up, once you've got a sore throat from all the postnasal drainage, the antihistamines will not work as well as they would have if you're just beginning to get the symptoms, or more importantly, if you know this is a bad time of the year and you start taking them early. The big light at the end of the tunnel is when an individual is bothered by this to the point where he or she cannot be well controlled with over-the-counter medicines or avoidance. That's when medical attention is worthwhile. The medical attention could be a primary care provider, or it could be a specialist like an allergist. Primary care providers will typically send patients to us as allergists when the severity of their illness gets to where they're not manageable anymore. We have things like intranasal sprays that contain steroids that are very safe, and in the selected group of people that are candidates, we can do allergy shots that can diminish or in some cases eliminate all of their symptoms without having to take medicines. That's really the future of allergy therapy.